Let's do it. Hello crew, it's Chris with CloverTac. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to do a little work on my everyday carry, the Glock 42 and 380 ACP here. And first thing let's do is check her, just to make sure she's clear. And we are ready to go. Now, I've already done a few upgrades. You can see the pinky extension, the pins in there are not stock pins, and there's also some work to the guide rod and guide spring, trigger, disconnector, stuff like that. All of that stuff that's been done previously, those parts came from Galloway Precision, and this is not really a video that's sponsored by them or anything else, but if you carry a pocket pistol, then I highly recommend checking into some of the things that they have to offer. What we're going to be taking a look at today and installing is going to be a Clover designed back plate or end plate, the Hogue handall beaver tail grip sleeve, and the Strike Industries +2 magazine extension. Now obviously we've checked to make sure that the pistol is clear, but let's start by removing the magazine, setting it to the side, and removing the slide. Now let's start out by replacing this back plate or end plate, and that's going to be located obviously on the back side of the slide here. And the way that's done is we're gonna put us a punch right in between here and push back on this spring. That'll relieve tension. Then this plate will simply slide off. Now, word of warning, right here where you see this hole, that's where the extractor and chamber indicator, spring, plunger, all of that good stuff is. So as you slide this off, you want to make sure that's covered, because if you don't, that stuff's going to go flying across the room. So pay particular attention to that while you're sliding this off. Notice I've got my thumb over it here. Now I'll pull the punch out. I just felt all of that push against my thumb, and as I let up, there it is. And I'll pull this out. Let's see if we can pull it out. There we go. And you notice it's got a little plunger and a spring, and there it is. There's the entire assembly. So that's what tends to pop out and fly across the room, at least the little plunger piece here and the spring does. And we're going to go back together pretty much the same way, just in reverse. So let's take the new back plate or end plate out of the package here. And of course get rid of the package. We don't need that. Here we go. And it's pretty much the same process, just in reverse. You're going to have to push down on this again with your punch, like so. You almost need 3 hands, and just get this back plate started. Once you get it started, like so, it's going to be pushed up against the extractor spring and plunger here. That's fine. You can let off with your punch. Just make sure you don't back it off the opposite direction. Now take your punch and depress this. Be really careful, because if it slips off again, it's going to fly across the room. So what we're going to do is we're going to push down. Once we've got it down far enough that the backing plate will clear it, we'll go ahead and finish pushing that backing plate into place. So here we go. And there we are. Everything is now in place. And there's our new official CloverTac end plate there on the Glock 42. Now let's install this Hogue handall grip here and get it out of the package. It's just a little rubber grip. Just got the beaver tail in it. Got a thumb groove, or a finger groove, I'm sorry. And this being rubber, this being plastic, it can be a little bit of pain to get on. So I found an easy way to deal with that is get you just a little bit of oil on a rag. Lightly wipe down your grip area like so with that oil. And then do the same thing inside the surface of the grip. Now you don't want a lot, so just like I said, just want the rag damp more than anything. And that should help assist with getting it on, because all it does is it stretches and goes on. So, of course, you're going to get your fingers a little oily this way. It's not a big deal. All of that'll wash. And once you do that, as you can see, it'll push right up on there. And then once you get it up on there good, then get the oil wiped clean, of course. But that oil is going to penetrate into the rubber on the grip. It's going to penetrate into the polymer on the pistol. So, especially after a couple of days, you're not gonna see any movement because of that oil. And there we go. We have the grip installed. Now, one tool I forgot to mention, since we're messing with Glock magazines, are these nylon jawed pliers from Crescent that I have. You've seen these on several videos. They're invaluable. But what we're going to do is we're going to use this to depress the little tabs on this magazine. You're going to push in the little lock button thing here and start sliding, hopefully, the old floor plate off. So we've got it loose there. I'll let off of the pliers now. And make sure you keep your finger or thumb over this so that the magazine spring doesn't go flying everywhere. There we go. It's the magazine. This is what they call the insert. You won't need those because it's all supplied in this kit. Let's break out our kit here. Get rid of the box. Don't need it. And there is our magazine extension. There is our what they call the insert. So it's easy enough. We'll take this insert, obviously, goes in like this. You see it's got a hole, matches up. There you go. As far as the floor plate, it's going to go on like this. Slides on from this direction. So we put our insert in, we press down on that, get it all lined up and secured in the magazine here, like so. And we start on with our floor plate. You heard it click. Notice the little indentation clicked into place, and there we go. Now let's put the whole thing together, see what it looks like. We'll start with the slide here first. Now the magazine extension, and there we go. Let's take a look here, see how she See how she feels. She feels good. I mean, that finger groove lines up about right. I've got a full grip here, whereas that little Pierce grip I had before, I mean, my pinky rode right on that. I mean, I'm able to get a complete grip with those 3 fingers. So that's pretty awesome. Of course, notice the bling on the back now. Totally cool. So, yeah, I look forward to playing with this a little more out on the range, and you know, in the shop. How cool it looks and how good it feels is one thing. How well it performs is something totally different. So there you go, guys. If you're looking to pimp your everyday carry, and your everyday carry is a Glock 42, well, there are some ideas on how you can get that done. I appreciate you guys watching as usual, and until next time, don't forget to chain fire freedom. Before you leave, don't forget to stab that subscribe button. If you're curious about the live show schedule here on CloverTac, it's listed right here. And if you want to help support CloverTac, you can do that by shopping with any of the businesses over on CloverTac.com.